Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing I can't say it's much requested. I literally posted on a short while I was putting books on my bookshelf if you wanted a bookshelf tour, and I got one comment, she would love a bookshelf tour. So I thought I'd make this week's video a tour of my bookshelf. It's extended past my bookshelf, so I'll show you that too because I bought some books, okay? I have two shorts talking about the books that I bought. So go ahead and watch those. They're the short I just posted, the book short I just posted because there might be a short in between. It was Sunday. So if you want to watch that, go ahead and go find that. And the other one is a rummage sale book haul, and this one was a thrift book haul. So without further ado, let's tour my bookshelf. We're gonna start up at the top. So I'll see you in a minute because you guys can't see the top of this sitting on my tripod. Oops. The top shelf is my favorite books. Well, current favorites / ones I love the most / I'm not sure. I'm not in the frame right now because when I put you on my tripod, you could not see this top shelf. And the only way for you to see it is for me to hold the camera. So, these are my current favorites and 2 Tinkerbell bookends and some fairy, well, not fairy lights, these are Chinese lanterns. So, this is a Colorado Runaway series. We got a Last Chance Detectives, Deadly Decor, some Love Finds You. These are my favorite Love Finds You books. And then we got American Girls. We got a Rebecca, 2 Samanthas, a Kit, and Tenny. The reason I got Tenny, she's not historical. I got her because my camp name was Tenny. Anyway, those are my favorite books, 2 Tinkerbell bookends. I have one other favorite one up there. Well, that was up there, but I'm reading right now. Christy Miller. It's the first 3 books in the Christy Miller series. And we come down a shelf, and this is where I'm going to cut you off. Not actually cut you off because you will get to see this bookshelf, but cut you off because I needed to cut and put you back on my tripod. So, this is my love-inspired suspense books. Okay, it may not look like I have a lot, but they're doubled back here, so if I was to move these books out of the way, you would find more. It runs from side to side, and then additional on the front because that's like my favorite book series. But honestly, I like all of them, so I couldn't put them all on the top shelf. I needed the space for these books. And then I have a little pink sloth. Oh, I do have a reading light for night reading, which I have a lamp, so this is like traveling, but I don't usually bring books traveling. I bring my Kindle, because I don't know. I still have a book like that. So that goes up there, and then this. Okay, so I bought this. You guys would have seen it in my Christmas haul, but it is a girl reading a book at the library. She looks like me. She has glasses and everything. Let's bring you down a shelf. I would have shown you guys my favorite books from the Love Inspired Suspense shelf, but I have literally, I'm cutting myself off. Okay, I have so many favorites that it's easier to show you favorites that aren't in the Love Inspired Suspense series. So like, you've already seen my favorite Love Find You books, but I also really enjoy Romeo, Colorado, which I'm gonna go visit. And then Valentine, Nebraska, it's already up there, which I'm also going to visit. Valentine, Nebraska is 3.5 hours from where I live. And Romeo, Colorado is down by the New Mexico border, but it's probably 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. It's less than 12 hours to get to Romeo, Colorado. So I'm really excited to go see them. I'm going to actually take the book, hold it in the picture with the sign of the town, and then put it in the book, in the book cover, with each one that I go to, because these are real towns. My goal is to get all of them. There's not one in every state, but they're all based on like romantic sounding names, or names that like love and all that stuff. Okay, anyway, back to the tour, because I just went on and on and on about a book series. Okay, so I have these ones I just got at a rummage sale. There's 2 over here, and there's one sitting on my bed. They are the Defenders Pope series. I actually really like them. I also have American Girl. I have the entire Chronicles of Narnia series. They're not sitting in order because I found out the way you should read them is not in the order that they come. I have more American Girl books, and then these are like one of the oldest books of my collection. They're the Anne of Green Gables books. They're all 8 of them. We went to church with the cousin. Actually, we went to church. He was the pastor of a church we went to. The cousin of Lucy Maud Montgomery, the writer of Anne of Green Gables. They're really good books. This is why they're the oldest books in my collection, because they're from 1921. So they're one of the oldest books. I think they're even old. They're older than my Nancy Drew books. And then I have a sock monkey. I have a horse duck. I have another purple. I have a purple sloth. And then I have three. I have Tinkerbell, Periwinkle, and Rosetta dolls sitting on there. But this shelf is another good shelf that I read. I've read all the books. Well, I'm currently working on books in my bookshelf. I'm currently finished this one. I'm gonna, well, once I finish the other one, so I'm reading the second one. I have to go through and get these 7 books off of the Love Inspired shelf to put on my TBR cart, because I now have one because I have that many TBR books. Okay, so let's go down and do the next 2 shelves. Welcome to Nancy Drew. I love Nancy Drew books. I got my first Nancy Drew books when I was, I don't know, 10, 8, 10, 12, something like that. And I've been obsessed with them, and I still constantly read them. This is probably the oldest one that I have. If you notice, the covers don't look the same, because I thought for some reason I had more of these books, so I bought it, and not all those books. Like, that's the only one that I have that looks like that. I keep my bookmarks there. It's the only one I have because I have 2 books that I'm reading, so I have 3 bookmarks, and 2 of them are being used. So this holds, I mean, besides a horse plushie and my earrings, I have books 1 through 26, and then 29, 31, 33, and 34, because I don't get them all in order. I got them for a while from my aunt and uncle. They'd get me like the 6-pack or the 4-pack, whatever, Costco at Christmas time. So I have those, and I've been like slowly adding to the collection. And now that I have a digital library app, like for my personal home library, it makes it easier to remember which Nancy Drew books that I don't have. Okay, so the next shelf down is also Nancy Drew. So let's go move there. But I keep my earrings on here because I don't have anywhere else to put them, and a horse plushie because it's just cute. Next shelf. So the only way to frame this is to cut me out of it. So partially see me. Okay, so I have a little bear, little black bear. Okay, that's not mainly what I have. It's all Nancy Drew books, all of it. So I have books 35, 36, 42, 51 through 56, and 61 through 64. And then I have, these are also, I found out these are also the Nancy Drew like original series. They're just in paperback form. So that's 134, 142, 151, and 162. And then I have Nancy's Super Mystery, Where's Nancy? I have A Race Against Time, Without a Trace, and then books 9 through 16 of the Nancy Drew Girl Detective. So these ones, I don't know why, but I got rid of a few, bought a couple, but I got rid of some. It's the Nancy Drew Files. This one's Case 3, it's Murder on Ice. These are really good books, and they're a little bit like, they're still Nancy Drew. She's still solving mysteries, and she still has a boyfriend, which she has in half of the original series. It's just they're like for older readers, like 15-year-olds. Okay, I read these books. I just have to tell you that I don't have a specific genre. I don't have a specific like age group or age whatever to read. I read Nancy Drew books that can take me a day. No joke, I literally finished one of these in a day. I read the Love Find You series. I read Love Inspired Suspense. I'll read Christy Miller, Sierra Jensen, Little House on the Prairie. I don't care. As long as it keeps my interest, then I'll read it. So at the library, I go in the children's section. I go in the young adult section. I go in the adult section. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't have a preference. And then this is also the Nancy Drew Files. This is a collector's edition. This one has 3 books in it. It has The Wrong Chemistry, Out of Bounds, and Flirting with Danger. That is my Nancy Drew collection. And these books, none of my Nancy Drew books are up on my favorite shelf because I don't have a favorite Nancy Drew book. I have a least favorite Nancy Drew book. And this, where is that? No, wait. Is this it? No. This one. This one's my least favorite. I'm just not a big fan of it. But I've read it a few times, but it's like my least favorite. Yeah, we gotta go down a shelf. So you're gonna be sitting on the floor, so just a minute. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be because the shelf is way too low to the ground to put you on a tripod. So you're currently sitting on 2 books and 4 DVDs. Well, the cases, not the actual DVDs. Okay, so this shelf is my most eclectic shelf, okay? So we got Little House on the Prairie, Deadly Decor Mysteries, Colorado Runaway. This is Sadie's Montana. It's a trilogy. I don't know. I'm like not pointing very well. This is a trilogy. It has 3 best-selling novels. This is what it looks like. It's got Wild Horses, Keeping Secrets, and The Disappearances. It's a really good book. I've already read it once or twice, but then we have, okay, so these 3 are Sierra Jensen's, volume 1, 2, and 3 of the Sierra Jensen series by Robin Jones Gunn. So it's volumes that each have 3 books. And then, okay, so I showed you the first collection of Christy Miller. It's similar to this one. That one has the last 3 books. So I have the first 3 books in a collection. I want to see if I can get the rest of these in a collection. If not, it's fine. So I have 6 books that are not in a collection. There's Surprise Endings, Island Dreamer, A Heart Full of Hope, True Friends, Starry Night, and 17 Wishes. Those ones I've had for a very long time. And then the last 3 books. Okay, let's move you over here so you can see my eclecticness. Okay, so this one really gets eclectic because then, so I have 2 books from the Glenbrook series, which is, again, by Robin Jones Gunn. She's one of my favorite authors. Probably, okay, she's definitely in the top 3 of favorites. I just don't know where I'd put her in the top 3. But she's the one, besides the Nancy Drew books, which are all written by one author, she's the one that I have the most books by one single author. Because Love Inspired Suspense may be a series, and I may have a ton of those, but they're all by different authors. And just like Love Find You in whatever city, whatever town, is written by different authors also. So Robin Jones Gunn, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 books by Robin Jones Gunn. Oh wait, 15, 16, because I gotta show you the other 2, because I'm a TBR shelf card. Okay, so I have, these are the Glenbrook series. These were turned into a movie. Finding Father Christmas and Engaging Father Christmas. It's now a Hallmark movie. Seen the movie. Love the movie. Love the book. So, I actually won this, and it's autographed. So, I think this is the only book I have that's autographed. And I love it too. Like, I read it at Christmas. It might become every Christmas reading. Anyway, this is, okay, so this is Hadessa by Tommy Tenney. This Hadessa book is the younger version of Hadessa One Night with the King that I need to find. Our library doesn't have it. I gotta read it. Okay. These 2 books go together. It's Christy. This was my grandma's book. And it apparently was my grandma's favorite book. Let's see. It is from 1967. So, it may not be my oldest book, like, year-wise, but it's one of the oldest books that I own. So, and then, so this is the original Christy book, and then this is 3 Christy books in one collection. The last 5 books are, this is Jenny Gordon and the Mystery of the Old Barn, The Waltons. This one is, these 2 are really tiny, and they're like novelizations. Okay, they're like kids books, kids chapter books. Tinkerbell, based on the, well, not based on the movie, but from, Tinkerbell movie. And then Mary-Kate and Ashley, The New Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley, Camp Crooked Lake. This one is really good, and it has a movie too. Hangman's Curse by Frank Peretti. Have you read it? Let me know in the comments. If you've read any of these books, let me know in the comments. We're going to go over to my TBR card. And then I'll also show you what books I'm reading right now. Welcome to the TBR card. Okay, these 2 are library books, which I'm probably going to take back at this point. So this is what I'm currently reading. This is the 2nd book in the Defender's Hope series, Healing Promises. And I just started this morning. Actually, I just started both of these this morning. First book in the Christy Miller series, it's called Summer Promise. And I'm reading it in hopes that I can finish the whole series so I can read. Because I have every book that comes before Christy and Todd the College Years. Okay, so let me show you what is on these cards. And I need to put the books that about the rummage sale in here. These are going to look These are gonna look really familiar if you guys watched the short I just posted about my thrift store book haul, because these are part of the thrift store book haul. Anyway, this is the Moonlighter series. I'm currently listening to this on audiobook, so I'll see if I finish it. It's from the library. And then, okay, so that's True Stained Lies, Distortion, and Twisted Innocence, and they all are going to be read at some point. This is Clues for Real Life, the classic wit and wisdom of Nancy Drew. Kill Your Treasures. This is another one of Robin Jones' gun books. Very excited about. Haven't read the Katie Weldon series in forever because our library doesn't have any of them, which is kind of sad. And then, okay, so this is the Christine Todd, The College Years, by none other than, Robin Jones' Gun. This is all 3 books in one. So I have those books. Then we got what I'm currently reading. And then if I was to add any more to it, it would be the other Defenders Hope series and all 7 Love Inspired Suspense. But I think I'm going to finish one of these and add to it, because as you can see, I might take these back. As you can see, I don't have a ton of space, but maybe I'll go do that. So just a minute. Why not add the rest of these? Okay, so this is the 3rd book in the Defenders Hope series. And then we have all 7 Love Inspired Suspense books that were in my rummage sale haul are all going to go up here, and this is going to slide all over the place. Rats! Okay, fine, I'll put it back here. Okay, so I'm probably, just because I have a bunch of books, I might take these back to the library. It is Mary Connolly Petticoat Ranch and Love's Enduring Promise by Jenna Oak. So this book is not like, I want to read the whole series before I read the College Years. So that is my TBR card. Thank you guys so much for watching my bookshelf tour. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, including book-related videos, let me know in the comments or comment on any of my shorts. And maybe if you guys want, maybe I'll do a June, like what I want to read in the month of June, which may include some of what's on my TBR, could include some of the books on my bookshelf. But the TBR books, literally everything on there, I have not read yet. I might include a couple of those because I don't want to like read all my TBRs in 1 month and then, or all my brand new books in 1 month, and then I have nothing else to read but books I've already read. Which there's nothing wrong with that because I love all the books on my bookshelf. But you know, sometimes you want to add in like a new book. Like I might break up a series and read book 1 of a series and then read something else. Come back, read book 2. Instead of reading it all in one. But I don't know. So let me know what types of videos you guys like to see, including if you want to see a June, what I'm going to read, or what did I read in the month of June, something like that. Anything you guys want to see, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.